Hi, this is Mike Donaldson on this Tuesday afternoon. Greetings to everyone. And I'm here with my friend and business associate, Roger Kerwin.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, Mike?
I'm doing well. What I want to take a minute to do is, some of you may not know who we are. So I wanted to take a minute. Roger, tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, I haven't said very much so far, but you can probably hear, at least I hope you can, that I'm actually English. I'm from London, but I've been living in California since 1983. So I'm a Brit and I'm also a Yank. Background, I'm a qualified accountant, not qualified in the US. I'm qualified to practice as an accountant in the UK, so it doesn't really count here, but it means I'm reasonably good at math. So, also my experience, my main claim to fame years ago was that I created a conglomerate in menswear and textiles and floated it off on the London Stock Exchange. It was very successful, and I became its chairman and CEO. We had over 2,000 employees, all of whom I did not know personally. They were all over, they were all over the world. But that was quite an experience, I must say. But since I've been in the United States, I've concentrated on, shall we say, somewhat smaller numbers of people numerically, but and of late, a lot of business on the internet, same as you, Mike.
Yes. Well, in fact, I got started on the internet in 2009, and my background was mostly in sales and marketing to corporate accounts for a large, two different Japanese machine tool manufacturers. So doesn't necessarily fit with doing anything online, as did yours. But we're business people at heart and entrepreneurs at heart, and I think that's what's important. And over the course, I jokingly said something the other day that we failed our way to success. And what I meant by that, and what I continue to mean, is that when you first get online, there are things that you do, building a website, building a blog, doing all those, and you make mistakes. So those failures build until you reach that level of success. And I look back at a simple problem I used to spend 2 days researching to figure out how to solve it. And it's almost laughable now. But back then, it was like I was committed. And I know you've been committed online as well. Well, our commitment now is to help people like yourself benefit from the background and experience that we have. Obviously, Roger's mentioned his background in business, and that he's not looking for a business of 2,000. Well, I guess he'd take it if it came his way. But those backgrounds help us to help you. So that's what we're here about today. A little bit of housekeeping is there's a comment section down at the bottom, a question session. We ask that you really don't use it until toward the end, because we're probably going to answer most of your questions. If for some reason your connection on your end, because ours are quite strong, if yours on your end, something happens to audio or video, just click the reconnect button. And if worse comes to worse and you're still having a problem, you might want to log out and log back in again. But with that, how about we get started?
Sounds good.
Okay, let me go down and get the presentation up.
I'll switch off my video.
Yeah, I'm going to do that as well. Okay. Okay, Roger, can you see the screen okay?
Perfect, yes.
Oh, good. And welcome, as I said, The Road to Financial Freedom, Fact or Fiction. I wanted to bring that up because I think depending on the age that we're speaking with, or the age that's online here, it means different things to different people. Early in your life as a young kid and in through your 20s and even 30s, the road to financial freedom seems to be very much fact. It's something you're chasing and concerned with. And that financial freedom may bring you fancy cars, fancy clothes, fancy trips, bling in the form of diamonds and gold. I think as you get to the point where you're buying a house, building a family, doing that, it changes a bit. You just want security for your family, and you want to do some of those similar things, like maybe travel or have a bigger house, or but you start to wonder, is it really possible for you to find the road to financial freedom? Well, Roger and I are here today to help give you an option that we feel strongly can indeed get you to that financial freedom that you're looking for. Whether you're 20 or whether you're 75. Your views of what that means to you might be different, but if there's a road there for you, we're here to help you find it. I know why. Have to click the next button. Sorry about that. Let's look at the history of money, the evolution of money. Where did things start? Thousands of years ago. Well, it started with bartering. You know, you have a chicken, I have a cow, or you have 4 chickens and I have a cow, or you have some milk from the cow and I have some grain that I grew, and you bartered and you exchanged things. That was the way things first got started in the world. Well, then things moved to gold. Gold was a hard to find precious metal, and it made sense that it could hold some value and some exchange value. And then that gold and things like silver actually were minted into coins, pretty crude coins in the beginning that had notches on them, and you could cut a piece of that coin. But metal coins became very, very popular. And then paper money began to be printed. Ultimately, plastic cards. I actually, and Roger, you probably do too. I remember when plastic cards first came into vogue. It was this thing that you stuck in this machine to pull money, or that you gave to someone to transact things. I know it seems like second nature today, but when it first was released, it was pretty interesting. Well, to electronic money, and many things electronic. You can pay online for things. You can board a plane with a ticket that's on your phone. You can wave your phone over a machine to spend money. But most recently, the evolution of money has evolved into what's called cryptocurrency, or digital currency. And that's something we want to talk to you about today, because that's the leading edge for where money is today and where it's going to continue to go. So that's what we're here to talk to you about. The future of money is digital currency. This famous quote by Bill Gates really makes us want to jump into a time machine and go back to 2009, when Bitcoin, the original cryptocurrency, was brought to bear. And why would we want to go back to 2009? Well, today cryptocurrency, or Bitcoin's, worth about $11,000 per Bitcoin. Back then, it started as a penny. And that way, if we jump back to 2009, we could buy tons of Bitcoins. And instead of buying 2 pizzas, which was the first actual purchase made with 10,000 Bitcoins, with these Bitcoins that we got in our time machine, we could keep that until we become millionaires. Well, you don't have to go back that far to become wealthy in cryptocurrency. And let's look at a particular example. In July of 2017, the biggest cryptocurrency exchange, Binance, launched their own token. And that was issued at only a few cents at the beginning, but today it's worth over $30. So this digital token went from pennies to $30 in just a few short years. And Binance has, in the process, has become the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. They also have a very smart referral system that helps you as a person using their exchange to add more of their tokens by referring people to their platform. Well, why do I mention that? That's not going to get you rich. No, but it spawned an idea that we want to emphasize today. And I want to introduce you to a company that's taken this token reward system to a totally new level. So here is Cloud Token. We want to introduce you to Cloud Token, where you can store, exchange, earn, and spend, a complete earning and payment system. So listen closely, because we want to share some important things so you can get the facts and make a decision for yourself. What are we going to discuss? The origin of Cloud Token. Where did it come from? Who's behind it? The benefits of artificial intelligence trading, which is a major method currently of how Cloud Token generates income. Okay, number 3, how to accumulate Cloud Token quickly. Current and future technology that Cloud Token is basing their token on, and also advancing the future of the token by using this technology that they're developing. And also the team that we're part of, Team Destiny, what are the advantages for joining our team? The team that Roger and myself and the person that referred you are members of. Well, here's the brains behind Cloud Token. The lead technical engineer, and his name is Ronald I. Yes, pronounced like the letter I or the I in your, one of the two you have on your face. Who is Ronald I? He's the owner of Beta Systems, and he's developed a team that's Singapore-based that basically is designed to bring people closer together through a fast, stable, scalable, mobile, and adaptable platform. Why do I consider him a wizard? Well, because not only do I consider him a wizard, but the people in his industry do as well. And at the World Blockchain Forum in 2008, end of 2018, and that's the largest blockchain forum in the world. What's blockchain? It's the technology that's behind cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. It's the, if you will, the accounting system, the system that's public for everyone to show transactions as they're taking place, and it can't be changed. So it's proof that a transaction took place. And blockchain is used in a number of different industries. It was developed specifically for the purpose of Bitcoin initially, but it's been found to be such a fantastic tool that's being used by industries all over the world. Well, Ronald I and his team at Beta Systems was recognized in late 2018 by the World Blockchain Forum, his contemporaries, that they were the most innovative blockchain project of the year. So Ronald I is something to behold, and he continues to impress both Roger and myself with the information that he's giving us, the developments that he's making at Cloud Token. And we'll talk to you about a few of those as we move through the slides. Well, Cloud Token kicked off on May 12th, 2019, just a few short months ago in Bangkok, Thailand. And here's a picture of a gathering of the people there. And I mentioned one particular speaker. His name is James Beelan Rogers Jr. to be exact. He's an American businessman. Now, I knew of him long before Cloud Token because I used to see him on MSNBC in years gone by, because the MSNBC and the financial community recognized him as a great contributor in the financial world, and a commentator, someone who was on the leading edge of what was going on. His background includes being chairman of Rogers Holding and Beelan Interest, but he was also the co-founder of the Quantum Fund and Soros Fund Management. And if you want to look those up, please do, because you'll find out they're huge funds, and that Jim Rogers is very highly respected in the financial community. He also created an international commodities index, not something to be taken lightly. Well, he's so impressed with Cloud Token and what they're doing with the complete payment ecosystem that they're designing and building, and that has come out, that he spoke He was the high-profile speaker at their launch in May of 2019. Okay, let's see what's happened to the progression of the token. I told you about Binance, the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. They went from a few pennies up to about $30 since they launched in 2019. Well, here's Cloud Token's progression thus far. They started at 30 cents on May 12th when they launched, and it's showing through June 30th at 46.7 cents. And as of today, it's 48.4 cents. So instead of being an increase of over 55%, it's actually over 60% thus far. So it's a very steady, very nice growth. So if you're holding on to these tokens, if you have these tokens, if you've been able to realize benefit, be rewarded by these tokens, you could have participated in this 60% increase. And we're going to show you why that's probably not where it's going to end in terms of the price of the token. Well, what drives all of this? A very unique technology called Jarvis, which is artificial intelligence. Forgive me. That's the most special person in my life, but I had to hang up on her. It's my wife, and that's our dog. So he's excited about Cloud Token as well, and about artificial intelligence trading with Jarvis and Vroom. What it is, it's a fully automated system. You don't have to do anything. It does it on your behalf. Using artificial intelligence, it trades in milliseconds with what's called arbitrage trading. And that's where you buy low, sell high. Sounds easy, doesn't it? Well, it's easier than you think when it comes to automated software, because with different cryptocurrency exchanges that are around the world, what happens is that the it can identify on one exchange that the price is at one level, another exchange it's higher, and it can instantaneously trade, buy and sell with those on those two exchanges and generate income. We've seen videos, and the person that invited you can share that with you if you'd like, a video of thousands of trades going by, flipping by on a screen, because it does it in an automated fashion. So it sets up the trade, it knows that it's going to be profitable, and then it executes it. So there's no failure here. It's just a way for it to make lots of money each and every second of each day. And we can benefit from that. We're going to show you how. Okay, Jesse, I know you're excited about Cloud Token, but you can be calm. Okay, that unique technology also relates to a branded card, a debit card that will be able to convert cryptocurrency to fiat, what's known as fiat currency, which is like dollar, yen, pound, the money that you have in your pocket typically that you spend. Well, this card will convert that and allow you to pull money out of an ATM machine, to charge, to use it in a number of different ways. So that's part of this technology we're talking about. Well, we're going to talk about the benefits and rewards of Cloud Token. I'm going to ask Roger to do that. But before, if I can keep Jesse calm down. But what I want to do is first, I want to do an income disclaimer that actually the powers of the U.S. ask us to give you, and that's, we are not financial advisors. The ideas presented are basically our experiences on how to profit in business. It's not financial advice. We're not financial investment company, and we can make no representations or guarantees of income. We never recommend to outlay any money you can't afford to lose. Don't use your house payment money. Don't use your grocery money. Don't rush into anything. Do your own research. Myself or any of our team members, obviously including Roger, are not liable for any damages, expenses, or losses that you may suffer from the information that we're going to provide. As with any business, your results may vary and will be based on your individual capacity, business experience, expertise, and level of desire. There are no guarantees concerning the level of success you may experience. Everyone's success depends on their dedication, desire, and motivation. And with that, Roger, if you could take it over from there and share those benefits and rewards with us.
Absolutely. Thank you. Well, how you benefit is you deposit your crypto funds into the Cloud Token wallet, and from that wallet, you transfer them within the app. The Cloud Token is an app on your phone, either an Android or an iPhone, and you can transfer it in seconds to the Jarvis AI trading. And with your funds in that Jarvis AI trading, you're going to earn somewhere between 6 and 12% a month. And that will be paid to you on a daily basis in cloud tokens. And it's the only way at this time that you can obtain cloud tokens. You can't purchase them, so you can't. The price of the cloud token cannot be influenced by large purchases. However, you can withdraw or cancel at any time. So you have access to your funds in Jarvis or in your wallet, or the tokens in that section of the app to be withdrawn or canceled at any time, 365 days a year, 24/7. So an example, just to take an example, if you had a holding of $1,000 worth of Bitcoin or Ethereum or any of the other cryptocurrencies that Cloud Token accepts, if you had that in your Cloud Token wallet and you had transferred it to your Jarvis artificial intelligence trading, and let's say we had an average of 10% per month, you would be earning $100 per month, the equivalent in cloud tokens. And that means that your account balance would be adjusted daily to the amount of $3.33 per day. And that's exciting, the fact that you can see that coming in on a daily basis, and you can decide what it is that you want to do with those tokens. And we'll get to that in due course.
And there's another way that they can earn or benefit from Cloud Token, right, Roger?
Absolutely. You're referring to the benefits of sharing, correct?
Absolutely.
Right. So there seems to be a lot on this slide. So let me explain to you what it is that I'm so excited about. And let me preface this by saying that there is no compunction to share. It's not mandatory. You can do this completely passively and have your funds in Jarvis generating income for you, rewards on a daily basis. But if you do want to share it with friends, family, or anybody else, then it's very, very exciting. And what I found exciting about it is that many of us don't feel comfortable with building large teams or sharing with lots of people or sharing with strangers and so on. But the beauty about this is that it's so easy to show the app to someone that you know, show them what you're earning, and when they put funds in their wallet and transfer it to Jarvis, if they receive, say they put in $500 and they received 10% per month, they would be receiving $50 per month on a daily basis, getting that daily amount, which would be $1.66 per day. You would actually receive 100% matching bonus. Doesn't come out of their money. You don't get any commission for them putting money into their wallet and then transferring it to Jarvis. So there are no commissions paid out for that, which means that 100% of that money is available within the company to go into the trading and produce the profits. But those profits are such that the company is able to pay out not only that 6 to 12% per month to the person that deposited the funds, but a matching bonus of 100%, the same amount to the person that introduced them. And then it gets better, because if that person that you introduced introduces someone themselves, then they will receive the 100% matching bonus, but you will receive a 50% matching bonus for the second level, provided that you have qualified for the second level by introducing a second person, even though that second person would be a direct enrollee with you, and you would be receiving 100% on that second person. That would qualify you for the second level. And in fact, each additional person that you introduce personally will open up another level. And as you can see, that each level beyond the second level, from 3 to 21, will add another 5% to your daily rewards. But of course, you don't actually have to have 21 people to qualify for the 21 levels, because at 16 people, you become qualified for the 21 levels. So I'm sure you can understand that that could be very substantial as people choose to show their app to others and introduce them to this concept. You feel that's nice and clear, Mike?
I think so.
Good, good. Well,
we're
beyond
we're going to allow them to ask questions if they're not completely
absolutely
clear.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm trying my best to keep it simple. Don't want to make it too complicated. Well, this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. Just to fulfill the obligation to explain the whole compensation plan to you, there are additional percentages, as you can see, extra 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%, levels C1 through C4, starting with C1 if your team volume of investment throughout the whole team is 200,000 or more. And that may sound like an awful lot of money, but it's amazing how it can mount up. We have people in the team that have put in $20, $30, $40, $50,000 and more. So when you have those larger investors, shall we say, those people that have deposited more and more money into their wallet, it's amazing how quickly your team could grow to that sort of volume, and you get these additional bonuses.
Well, and these are coming to you in the form of cloud tokens, correct?
All the rewards come to you in the form of cloud tokens, but you do have options, which we're going to show you in another slide, as to what you can do with those cloud tokens when you have them. You have several options.
So hang in there. Roger's going to talk to us about those options in just a minute. But before that happens, I do want to summarize a bit by answering the question, why cloud token? Well, first of all, there's no packages to buy. I know in other businesses, they can have you buy a package or whatever. You can put in whatever amount that you want. Now, we're going to suggest for the purposes of, if you want to build a team, if you want to refer some people and earn from that you're going to want to have every day you're going to want to have a minimum of 500. So for those people, we suggest they put in about 600 minimally. Like Roger said, many people put in the form of cryptocurrency, they put in $10, $20, $30, $40,000. It's really not that unusual, because where else can they get 6 to 12% per month, right, Roger?
That's exactly it.
There's no membership fees. It doesn't cost anything. The app is free. It's a phone app, as we said. It is completely free. There's no monthly auto ship. There's no monthly requirement to pay anything. There's no contract, and you can withdraw at any time. So that, I think it's important to understand that. Now, currently withdrawals within the first 30 days, there's a fee for that. But we understand that's even going away, so that you can just pull in and out whenever you'd like. But currently, there is a fee for the first 30 days. After that, there's no fee for withdrawing, other than the transaction fee, the small transaction fees that you typically see with crypto, which is one of the big advantages of cryptocurrency, is that there aren't these huge fees. You can earn passively without sponsoring. Now, Roger said that, but I want to reemphasize it. There's no requirement to sponsor. You can just put your money in, earn, and never tell a soul about it. I think you'll find that there's good reason to share it with people. So, but that if you choose not to, that's fine. How does cloud token generate their revenue? From arbitrage trading, which I talked about, buying low, selling high off the different exchanges, because each exchange is independent. and the prices are determined by the people in those exchanges and what they're willing to buy and sell for. So there can be some big differences between one exchange and another. There's also what I'll call swing trading. You see an opportunity that software does, that it determines that crypto may be ready to move up, or it may drop a little bit. So it takes advantage of that by entering a position and maybe holding it for a few hours or even as much as a couple of days. And so they do generate revenue that way. Of that revenue they generate, about 10% is paid via cloud tokens to those of us who are using Jarvis AI. So the other 90% used to fund the project, used to grow the business, used to develop new technology, and also new projects over and above Jarvis AI, because they've got lots planned for us. The token, it has the potential to go up over 10 times or more in the next 12 months. And we've seen that happen with likes of Binance. Now, their token it only allows you to pay for fees within their exchange, although you can convert that. But that's primarily what it's used for, and they give it to people who refer people to their exchange. Now, obviously, like we said, cloud tokens taken that to a whole new level. But let's see, what can you do with these rewards that you get? What are the possible cloud token options? Roger?
Well, that's another thing that I really find very nice about this, the fact that the token itself cannot be purchased, so the price cannot be manipulated. You have the option of keeping the cloud token, holding it in anticipation of a nice handy profit, a rise in the value that Mike's been talking about. You can convert it. Right now, you can only convert it into Ethereum, but with Ethereum, you can then transfer that Ethereum to an outside exchange and thereby withdraw it. So you have the option of doing that. And once you've withdrawn it to an outside exchange, of course, you can convert it into whatever currency you like, an alternative cryptocurrency, or to your fiat currency, be it dollars or pounds or euros, whatever, wherever you are. The third option is into Ethereum. See that Jesse got very excited about that. You can convert it into Ethereum and then transfer that Ethereum into Jarvis AI and increase the amount that is yielding you daily rewards. In other words, you can compound using your token rewards that you're getting every day. Or you could do a combination of any one or two or three of those things. And that is an exciting option. You can create your own strategy and decide what it is that you want to do with your tokens. And you can do that every day, every week, whatever it is that you decide. And I find that very, very nice that you can do that, and you have complete freedom, and you have complete control over your money all the time.
Okay, let's look at a timeline of what the plans are from Ronald I and his team of developers. Well, as we told you earlier, back in May, it was launched, and the Jarvis artificial intelligence began to generate through arbitrage trading. The cloud token wallet, the version 1.0, was launched, where you could hold your cryptocurrency either before or after you chose to use Jarvis to earn with it. And then they released actually what their white paper or concept document, which is quite long, which the person that invited you can share with you if you're interested in reading a technical paper. And as we got into June, they added Vroom, which was kind of like supercharging the artificial intelligence. And they also are adding projects behind the scenes that as Jarvis fills up, they will close it and add other projects, other methods to earn. So we're guaranteed of a future with Cloud Token because they've got lots of plans. And they're not just plans, they've executed most of these and they're sitting in the background waiting for release. Come September and then into November, we had, there's a number of different developments, including the debit card-based payment solution. And then ultimately, they've got global e-com partners that they're developing a merchant network and point of sale machines so that the use of Cloud Token and the ability to convert Cloud Tokens will be there for you. So we're moving actually from an earning mode, earning Cloud Tokens, into spending Cloud Tokens. So you've got this complete payment system. I would say for those of you who know what PayPal is, I would liken it to PayPal in the sense that it's a payment system, but it's much more than what PayPal offers. And I know PayPal offers business loans and all kinds of other things. And you're going to see a much bigger system, ecosystem, if you will, with Cloud Token than even with like say a PayPal. Now, one of the main members of the company, the CEO, is actually comes from a finance and banking background from the UK. Maybe somebody Roger knows. No, but he's been very influential in creating security and a payment system that is very, very safe and secure. But we're moving from the ability to earn to the ability to spend, and all those pieces of the puzzle are being put in place. So it's important to understand that there's a grand plan here. Okay. And let's call it intelligent finance. Wallet users are going to be eligible for a debit card linked to an international payments network. Now, that'll start out with people who have larger teams and have some of those C levels because they'll test it with those people. And then it will actually eventually be available to every Cloud Token member. This payment network that I talked about for retailers, it may sound like pie in the sky, but we've seen it, and it's lightning fast. That's what I was impressed with. The demonstration we saw from one of the developer team members, it showed a transaction taking place in just a couple seconds. So from a merchant perspective, they would love it. From someone using Cloud Token and using the payment network, they would love it because they know it's going to become that it's usable, that more retailers will accept payments directly from Cloud Token wallet users. So there's a lot going on here. But this is all very passive for you. You don't have to interact. You don't have to be trading. You don't have to, there's nothing that you really have to do once you make a decision to put money into Jarvis AI so that they can do the trading for you. Basically, you're going to get paid every day, like Roger said. So it's important to understand that this is truly passive. There's very little interaction required from your part. Okay, Cloud Token Team Destiny. Roger, can you share with us some advantages of being part of Team Destiny?
Yes, I'd love to. Yeah, Team Destiny. We have a dedicated Facebook group. It's very active. We have members that have already put money into their Cloud Token. They've already downloaded it. We have other members that have downloaded the app and are waiting, looking around, using the information, the questions and answers and everything in the Facebook group to make their decision as to when they want to deposit funds in their wallet and start to earn rewards. and that Facebook group is very active and very useful. So when you get back to the person that invited you to this webinar, make sure that you ask them to add you to that Facebook group, because we welcome guests to have a look around and see answers to questions and see what's going on. So that is a very nice area for you to learn about Team Destiny. We are planning a complete marketing system. We're about to launch the beginning of that. That's going to have landing pages, autoresponders, texting, a lead scoring system, everything that you could possibly want in a marketing system to help you market Cloud Token. That's going to include the ability for low-cost leads. They're not leads that we'll be purchasing. They're leads that we will be generating, and they will be people that are looking for something like Cloud Token. So they'll be low cost for members of our team. We're planning email and phone support, email to start off with, and then subsequently there will be phone support. We will not be supporting questions, answering questions about the app itself, because Cloud Token have their own support team for that, but we'll be supporting our marketing system and our team generally. That's what that will be for. On Wednesday evenings, we have a special mastermind group for those people that want to be serious team builders. That started already. There will be a page with videos of previous meetings. We've had one, or one and a half, I should say, an introductory one, and then last week we had one. They're held on Wednesday evenings, every Wednesday at 9 o'clock Eastern. We have that mastermind group. They are recorded, and therefore everybody that registers will get a recording afterwards. So that means that people in, shall we say, inconvenient time zones are not excluded. It's just difficult for some people all over the world to be able to have a time that works for them to attend live. So those people will have a recording. So we're doing that every single week. And then these webinars that you're attending right now, we have those 3 times a week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, to provide these informational webinars on the Cloud Token, so that you can invite guests and other team members to get all the information that we're giving you about Cloud Token. Again, these webinars are held at 3 o'clock Eastern on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. They are also recorded, and those people that register will receive a recording afterwards. And the links for registering for the mastermind group and the informational webinars are in our Facebook group, or you can obtain them from the person that invited you to this webinar.
Okay, we've reached that magical time for questions and answers. So I do want to emphasize, and Roger's already mentioned it, but I do want to emphasize as we go into Q&A, and we'll turn our cameras back on and I'll end the presentation, but that it's very important for you to get back with the person that invited you for a variety of reasons. Number one, you're going to need a code from them, a referral code, to get your free app. And we strongly encourage you, whether you never decide to move ahead with Cloud Token, which I think it would be a mistake, but download the free app so you can see what's going on. You can see the announcements. You can see the live trading. You can see there's a number of different things you can do inside the Facebook group. Like Roger said, you're going to be able to ask people questions. Are you really getting paid every day? Is this Ronald I guy? Is he for real? What's going on? You'll see videos of people that interview him on a very regular basis. Roger and I joke because it's probably every couple of days we see Ronald on video. For a guy that's from most token companies don't you never know who's behind it. This is so transparent. Wouldn't you agree, Roger? This is probably the most transparent thing we've been involved in.
Absolutely, and I've never experienced a company before where you can access the guy at the top so easily. I mean, you just need to go on his Facebook page. Just search for him, Ronald I, Ronald I, and you'll get his page, and all his videos are there. I mean, he's doing videos all the time. You know, you can't stop him. Well, he's constantly driving from one country to another, from Malaysia to Singapore to here, there. I don't even know the distances. I'm not familiar with Asia, but he drives for hours, and rather than just drive, he does a video and talks to everybody while he's driving. So,
well, I've actually been on a video call with him, which was nice. But I'm looking forward to, I think, early October, flying to Malaysia for a meeting that's going on, and he'll be there. So a chance to kind of sit down with him and you know, I guess touch him. I'm not sure what you know, the video seems live enough, but it'll be nice to meet him and have a chance to talk a little bit and do some videos of our own. But it's real,
absolutely,
folks. And you know, ask questions, get the information, do your due diligence, and see if it has a fit for you. It's very nice. Roger and I both would agree that 6 to 12% a month coming in every single day is not bad at all. So we do love it. We there may be questions.
I don't see any questions so far, but of course this is not your only opportunity to ask questions. If you think of a question afterwards, get back to the person that invited you, and if they can't answer, they'll get in touch with us to get an answer, or get them to add you to the Facebook group, and you can ask the question in the Facebook group.
Well, it's been our pleasure to talk at you today. I guess that's the best I can say, and hopefully we've given you information that you can see why we're so excited about Cloud Token and why we think it's important to move forward. There aren't many opportunities and real opportunities in the world that not only pay this well, but that are so completely transparent. So look forward to seeing you soon. As Roger mentioned, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, 3 p.m. Why 3 p.m.? Because that way it's convenient for people in Europe. And might not be, I don't know. It's probably Australia, maybe not, but they certainly in Europe and from that part.
A little early for Australia, but it's possible. But they can get the recording.
Yep. And so it's mywalletpaysme.com, the same place you signed up for it, and you'll see dates coming up in the future for Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and we look forward to talking to you then. We coordinated blue today, and on Sunday we coordinated red. We didn't talk to each other, but that's the way it worked out. So we'll see what colors we end up with come Thursday. Look forward to seeing everybody. Thanks for being here. Roger, see ya.
Bye.